Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. It's Scene, and in today's episode, we're going to be talking about ranching. So, if you enjoy Palia content, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. Give this video a thumbs up. And let me know down in the comments what you're most excited for with this ranching skill. Because this past week, Palia had just introduced this brand new skill, and it's the first time they've introduced a new skill into the game, and it's been one that we've been wanting for a long time, which is animal husbandry, aka ranching, where you get to take care of cute little animals. And let me tell you what, I am obsessed with it. I love it. And I love the fact that I can basically do it once a day. It's very nice for a filthy casual like me. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. So when you first get to the farm, the first thing you're gonna do is interact with your first couple of peckies. And if I can give you a tip right off the bat, is don't instantly name your pet. You can actually back out of naming your pet just by pressing the B button on the Switch and whatever your back button is on your console or PC. And then if you exit out, every time you go back in, it'll give you a chance to rename your pet so that if you didn't name it the first time, it's fine. You can come back in and you can name it a second time. I've heard so many people accidentally misname their pet because they'll go in and they'll have different traits and they decided, oh, well, I don't like that name. That name's not fitting for that animal because animals have different traits that lead to maybe them having different personalities or skills or looks. And a lot of people want to name their pet, something related to the traits that they may have. And if you accidentally misname your pet, you can also go to the register here and there is a name well cookie. And if you feed that to your pet, it will allow you to rename your pet one time. So if you do accidentally name it, there is a way to fix it. It does cost a bit of gold, but you know what? It's fair. And you can have up to 10 peckies. Now, I will say this on early game. If you do decide to get up to 10 peckies and then you hit level 4, and as you can see, I've got 9 here. But if you get up to 10 here on the animal roster and you get a slip to go buy an extra brand new pig, it will take your voucher and you will not be able to get your free animal. So you want to make sure when you hit level 4, you only have 9 right there on the roster. And right beside the roster, there's storage, which gives you access. You can go ahead, pull out some food, whatnot. The register, and then the books that will basically teach you everything you need to know. So now we're going to go over here, and if you go over to your left, you will see where there is another pen, and this is the baby pen. This is where you get all your baby aminals at. And to breed animals, you come to over here, this little blue section, and you'll want to click 2 of your animals that are light blue. As you can see, some squares are light blue, some squares are gray. The gray ones, they're not ready to be bred yet. You can use, so either they just recently were bred because you can only breed them once a day pretty much, or they're just not old enough. So if the one you want to breed is not available yet, just wait a little bit of time and they'll be ready. And so in this case, I'm going to breed Harley because she's got some Harlequin feathers, and we're going to breed Shiny because Shiny has a shiny trait. I know, I'm really good at naming my pets. So we're going to put in both of these and see what happens. And when we breed them, we get a baby Pecky that both has Harlequin feathers from Dad and shiny feathers from Mama. So that way I was able to get the Harlequin feathers and the shiny effect together. Plus then we get 2 extra bonus traits. And the traits do vary. There are a whole bunch of different traits. And look how cute this guy is. As I said before, it'll instantly prompt you out a name. But if you don't want to name him right off the bat, you can back out. look at them, vibe with them, see what you like, see what you actually want to name them. And you pretty much want to feed your animals every day. You want to make sure that the animals get full, as you get a little bit of experience every time you feed the animals and every time you pet the animals and when you collect goods from the animals. Those are how you get skill level ups in this game and get experience. So it's very good to do that every day. As you can see here, I'm just slowly feeding up this Pecky, and as I feed him up, his happiness slowly brings up, and the more happiness they are, the more producing they're gonna be. You know, you want them to be happy, you want them to be fed, you want to make sure they're taken care of, and so that they can produce you lots and lots of products. I love this guy. He is so cute. Like, I'm obsessed with this skill, by the way. It is so much fun to sit here and just look at the aminals and play with them. Now, as you can see, it does have a recently pet status effect. You can pet them whenever you want, but you will not get experience for it unless that status effect for recently pet is gone. So, and if you pet them later on, it will actually reset that status effect and you won't get any experience. So you want to make sure you're doing it pretty much, I think it's like once every 8 hours. Um, but yeah, you just kind of want to wait for that to be gone. And I decided I want to name this guy, but he has disappeared on me. I swear, sometimes they'll just turn invisible on. See, there he is. Okay. He was an invisible chicken, as you can see. But we're going to give this little guy a name. We're definitely going to name him. He looks like a knight in shining armor, so I think we're going to name him something like Cluckington, kind of like Sir Cluckington, you know, because he's a little knight and he deserves a good knighty name. So just gonna type in Cluckington real quick. And there we go. And so now Sir Cluckington has been named and made. And look at that. He definitely looked like he got some, you know, shining armor here. So I definitely like this combination. But there are so many different combinations of colors and patterns. So, and now what I'm going to do is show you a little trick on leveling up fast for the early game. I mean, you can constantly do this in your game, but basically you want to buy as many Peckies or whatever animal you're up to at the time that you want. And then we're going to go over here to the breeding pen. And we're going to see our newly bought aminal. And as you can see, we're not going to give this Pecky a name yet. I want to make sure it doesn't have traits that I want. Okay, it's just basic traits. I'm not that worried. So when you get a new animal, you can instantly feed it and you can instantly pet it to get so much experience. So that's what we're going to do with this one. We're going to feed him and we're going to pet him. And you can feed your chickens most anything. They eat literally most anything. I know a lot of people have been feeding them cake, but, you know, cake's a bit expensive. So I'm not sure about feeding all my chickens cake, you know. But as you can see, we fed and we petted and we now have, and you see how we have that new in town debuff? For an hour and a half means we have to wait before we can do anything else with this chicken. But we've got all the experience out of him. So actually, I think for the name, for the sake of this, we're going to actually name him YouTube. You know, since this is for YouTube. And so he don't forget where he from. So we named this one Little YouTube, and now we're going to teleport into the future for an hour and a half. And so now that an hour and a half has passed in real life, not in-game, mind you, we're going to go find YouTube again, wherever he may be. I swear, the hardest part is finding the chicken you want. I swear, half the time. Okay, there's YouTube. Okay, so we're going to inspect, and as you can see, that new in town debuff is now gone, which means Pecky is ready to be sold. Now, just a note, if you breed a Pecky, they don't have that new in town debuff, so you can pretty much sell them right away. But you can't breed over and over again throughout the day. That's why if you're wanting to level up fast, you go about it this way. So we're going to go back to the front and we're going to go back into our animal roster. And here we're going to find YouTube. And as you can see, there is a section on the left and there is this donate button. And you can donate them to get extra cookies and also just get rid of the Pecky. So we're going to donate this YouTube Pecky. So now he donated, now he gone. Hour and a half later, and now what we're going to do is we're going to buy another Pecky. Now, if you do this, you want to buy like 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 at a time. You want to cycle through a whole bunch. That way you're getting a whole bunch of experience. But for the sake of the video, we're just doing one, you know. So now we're going to be running over here, and we're literally going to be doing the same thing we just did. We're going to feed it. We're going to pet it. We're probably going to name it YouTube again. And, we're just going to get some bonus experience just from leveling and just from buying a new pet, feeding it, and petting it, you know? So it's a quick way to level up if you want to get to other animals, if you want to get to a bigger space. But, you know, at the end of the day, this is a nice casual skill. You get to level up as you go. So if you don't want to rush it, ain't nothing wrong with that, you know? Just take your time, enjoy the skill, have a good time. And I hope you guys enjoy the new ranching skill as we dive more into it. So thank you guys for hanging out with me in today's video. And I will see you guys later. Bye!